All right, welcome everybody to the Goal Getters and Fit Warriors team call. Today is January 28th. I'm not sure where January went. I mean, I don't even know where 2018 went, but now it's almost February and it's just crazy. But it is such an exciting time to be a coach. It's such an exciting year, especially for our team. I just feel like it is our year. And Lindsay and I have said this before, but I think we're both in a really good life place. And we're both like I think there's a lot of momentum because everyone is kind of pushing and it's just great. It just feels really good right now. And we're going to use that really good feeling and let that help us through this entire year. So about maybe a month ago or so, I watched a training, and to be honest, I don't even remember how I came across it. Maybe on Beachbody Champions, and maybe just searching YouTube. I think I might have just been searching YouTube for inviting, and I came across the 7-step inviting funnel. And I watched a couple different coaches, and to be honest, she's just some random coach. Like no one that we all would know the name, like a top coach. And then I thought there was another top coach that maybe was using this, but anyways, I was like, this makes sense. It puts everything together because on our business activity tracker, where one of our behaviors, right, is to add people. One of our behaviors is to then connect with people. One of our behaviors is to invite people. One of our behaviors is to follow up with people. But there wasn't like a fluid system that made it all like work together. And so if you did not just create your own system to make that all fit nicely together, then you may have felt like, okay, well, I'm adding these 5 random people and I'm going to connect with these 5 random people. And then I'm going to invite these 5 people that I maybe was connecting with 3 weeks ago. And then I'm following up with these people that hopefully I wrote them down when I invited them. And I will say, I remember one of the very first things Christina told me when I was a new coach, because Lindsay and I joined at the same time. And so Christina kind of trained me. And one of the first things she said, and you still hear her say it today, and you hear a lot of people say it, if you don't have a list, you don't have a business. And I'm a coach for 5 years and I'm a 3-star diamond. And I will tell you that I have not had a consistent list. I've used this system and this system and this system and this system, and I never felt like I had like this list to work from. I knew what they meant to have a list. Like I knew what that meant, right? Like we all know what that means, right? Write 100 names down. But then I guess I never really fully understood how to fully work from that list. Yes, I knew I was inviting people from that list, but it always just kind of felt convoluted and not like it all flowed together. And so when I watched this training, I was like, oh my God, everyone needs to do this. Holy crap, this just makes sense. And then on top of it, I watched a second training by this one girl, and she was using this system, this like online tracking system called One Page CRM. And to be honest, that's all. She didn't do a training on that. I just saw her say that she used it, and I kind of saw how she used it. And I was like, I think this is something that will really work. So I am going to show you guys that system, because if you've been using Teamzy, this is like Teamzy on crack. Like you can customize it yourself, which is really nice. Where I feel like Teamzy kind of puts you in a box, and yes, it has you like add these people, add the name, track that you've talked to them, and then it tells you to follow up. But this goes like steps deeper than that, and you can add your own what are called actions in there. So I'll get into that when we get in there. But I do have a presentation, and if you watched my training before, this presentation is in there. But I will go through kind of the funnel itself and how it just makes sense. And then I'll jump into One Page CRM and show you. And I will tell you guys that I am like a week behind on my messages because I said, I'm going to do 50 people a day. I'm going to add 50 people a day. Do you know what happens by day 7? Guess how many people I need to be talking to? 350 a day. And I'm like, maybe I was a little too eager. I wanted to 10x things because I'll tell you guys to start with 5 a day. Okay. I will say start with 5. And I was like, oh, I can do it. I have all this time. And then time got away from me and now I'm playing catch up. But at least I now have a list. I know what I'm working from. I don't feel like, oh crap, what am I do now? I still have a list to work from. So let me share my screen. And I see a ton of comments. So let me just jump in those really quick. Yeah, preach. Can you explain? I'm totally going to explain a funnel, 100%. I'm going to explain exactly what that is. I have a whole thing on it. I almost put too many, totally. I remember being new and hearing funnel and what, huh? Yes, totally understand. I gotcha. All right. I think I can share the whole screen, but then I won't see you guys, but that's okay. Okay, so here's the deal, guys. We make inviting way more than it needs to be. Like, it is our business. Like, it is at our entire business. Even you new coaches, inviting sounds scary because you're like, well, I don't know what to invite to. Number one, you might not know what to invite to. Or you may feel like, well, I don't feel like I'm credible to invite anybody to anything yet. Yes, you are. Like your coach, you invite them to join you on this journey. But this is our entire business, is to invite people on this lifestyle with us. Okay. Now, I've been on this real big I've been really annoyed by seeing keto freaking coffee and take this pill for 30 days and all this BS lately. I did a whole post on it today because it's so freaking annoying. But then people don't want to live a lifestyle. And we are a lifestyle company, guys. We're a lifestyle company. We are truly helping people change their habits to live a lifestyle. We're not giving anyone a quick fix. We're not giving anybody a stupid coffee, that whatever that means. Like, we are a lifestyle company helping people change their nutrition, incorporate fitness into their lifestyle to change their mindset. Yes, that's going to help change their body, but it is more about their mindset, and have them be a part of a community that is more positive than probably anything they've ever been a part of. That's a lifestyle, friends, and we need to be preaching that daily, not we'll give you some frickin' pill. Yes, we have a shake, but it is a nutrition shake. It is not a quick fix. It is not a diet shake. It is a nutrition shake. And if you do not know what is in Shakeology, you need to do your research and you need to start sharing that more. You need to start sharing that it has phytonutrients and adaptive herbs and prebiotics and probiotics and protein and 70 superfoods and all your vitamins and all your minerals. The reason I started taking Shakeology was because of the vitamins. My mom for my entire life preached that I needed to be taking a multivitamin. I hate taking pills, and I never wanted to remember and I forgot to take them all the time. So I never took vitamins until I was like 35 and started drinking Shakeology, guys. I'm not kidding. And I'm not the only one. So there's that. I could go on and on, but just know that we are a lifestyle company. Also, understand that sales is not an icky word. The entire world runs on sales, guys. Every single thing that you buy is sold to us. Everything in our lives is sold to us. Our homes are sold to us. Our food is sold to us. Even educations. Like, think about if you have kids going off to college, or even kids going to private school. My kids that I nanny go to a Montessori school, and they're 3 years old, and their parents are starting to look at other schools. Like, they're sold to us by what? By commercials, by sharing what works for them, right? every single commercial and billboard has been designed to combat your objections. Think about every commercial you've ever seen or any billboard you've ever seen. It's because somebody probably had an objection one day. And so, oh, let's create something around that. It's not offensive to us. So why do we think it is when we're trying to share about something that has worked for us and thousands and thousands and thousands and thousands and thousands of other people? There are 450,000 coaches, right? Is that the right number? I think so. I mean, not every one of them works the business like we do, but that's just coaches. Think about the flipping all of the customers. Like, there are so many people that love this, and there are so many people who have no idea who Beachbody is. They've never even heard of it before, or they don't understand it. They probably have heard of P90X. Usually when you tell them that, they're like, oh, but I don't know what Beachbody is. Okay. So it is not offensive for you to be selling things. And also, you're going to get objections. And I'm not going to go too much into this because I want to get to the funnel, but just know objections are natural. We give them every day ourselves. So when somebody comes back and they're like, well, I don't have the money, or I don't have the time, or I don't think it'll work for me, I can't work out at home, all of these things, those are natural. And it is not about you at all. It is about them, and it is about either them being not educated enough on what we actually have to offer, or it is a fear, or a misconception, or a past experience, whether with Beachbody or with some other company or some other MLM, right? But they're natural, okay? So just know that going into inviting, that you need to understand that, because you're going to get objections. 5 years in, I get objections every single day. And you have to be able to learn to respond in a way that you're not taking offense to it. I think where we get hung up is we take offense to it, and then we're responding on the defense, right? And that's not what we need to do. We need to just help educate people more on what we have to offer. All right, I see a ton of comments, so give me a second so I can pull those up. There we go. Man, I can't see them. They're there. Okay. I think it's mainly all on the keto stuff. My coach said it works. Good job, Mackenzie. I hate the coffee posts. Yay, Angie, for getting on your first team call. Is that your new coach, Kate? Congrats. We'll do some more shout outs. Oh, yeah, people ask about keto all the time. To be honest, intimidation is one thing for sure. I'm reading Sell or Be Sold right now. Ooh, that sounds good. Okay. Just wanted to see if there was any questions right now. But yeah, I could go on about keto myself. But I won't right now, because we're talking about inviting, and I'm a squirrel and I need to stay focused. So let's first make sure that we know how to get into the inviting mindset. And like I said before, it's like we can't take offense to things, and we can't be defensive. So in order to do that, we need to detach all of our emotions. Your goal is not to get a yes, guys. If you listen to the Wake Up Call today by Emily Favre, she really talked about she had to switch her mindset from getting points to helping people. Like, once you can just keep that mindset around helping people and help educate people to make an informed choice for themselves. We're not supposed to convince every single person that this is for them, because it might not be. And that is okay. Okay? You're going to have people. I have plenty of people right now. There's one Instagram, it's like two friends or sisters, and they're basically being a coach. And I was like, oh, what are you guys, how's your business going? They're like, oh, we're not running a business. We're just running an Instagram to motivate people. And I was like, okay, let me know if you ever want to make that business, because basically you're already doing it, you know? But I had to not, I wasn't about getting a yes. It's just how now they're going to continue to follow. And our goal is to educate people to help them make a choice for themselves. Okay. Step 2 is to have fun. Have fun with inviting. Have fun with your challenge groups. Fall in love with your challenge group. Fall in love with this coach community, so you know that when you're inviting somebody to a coaching opportunity, you're inviting them to this. Think about when you're inviting somebody, inviting them to jump on this team call. Would they fit in on this team call with all of us? Tell them how amazing it is every Monday night to get on with 40, 50 people and learn new things and just be a part of something so positive. Fall in love with the company. If you are not already in love with Beachbody, you need to be. And then have fun helping people. Have fun inviting, so that it seriously seems like a joy to you. It should be exciting to sit down and invite people, because you want to change their life. You want to give them a gift. This is a gift. Honestly. Okay. Step 3 is to check your posture. You yourself need to be all in. And if you're not, you shouldn't be wasting your time. Okay. Because if you're not, you're just going to end up regretful. And nobody wants that. And nobody wants to work with somebody that is regretful or is not all in. And all in doesn't mean perfect, I will also say. It doesn't mean perfect. It just means that you are being a product of the product. You are getting results from our products, whatever those results are. Results do not mean weight loss and inches lost. Does that mean that you feel better? Does that mean you have better digestion? Does that mean that you are excited to wake up every morning? Does that mean you're sleeping better? Does that mean you haven't been sick in 5 years, in 1 year, in 2 months, whatever? What is getting you results that's making you feel like you are all in? And step 4 is to learn to invite like a boss, which you're going to learn right now. And I already said this, but I'll say it again. If you don't have a list, you don't have a business. This is a business. And I think another reason why we don't have we don't have a list sometimes is because we don't want it to feel like a business. Right? I'm just doing this to help people. Oh, introducing. Gotta fix that. I'm just doing this to help people. Everybody is doing this to help people, guys. That can't be your why. And that can't be a reason that you're not wanting to run this like a business. Okay? So let's first think about, I'm going to share my phone with you, because I want to show you how I'm finding people first. So the first step in the funnel is to add 5 people to your list and like and comment on a few of their posts. Okay. So a funnel means that you're moving a person. We're going to start with one person. And I'm going to talk about taking one person through the whole funnel, from adding them to my or following them. Whether or not they're following me back, I don't care at this point. I'm going to show you how I choose my people. So I'm going to add them to my list. I'm going to like and comment on a few of their posts. That's step 1 in the funnel. Step 2 in the funnel is, in 2 days, I'm going to go like and comment on some of their posts again. 2 more days later, I'm going to private message them. That's step 3. And I'll go through all these again. So and you have all of this. And I have a handy little sheet that's already in all of the team pages that explains all of this too. Step 3 is to private message, nothing about Beachbody. Step 4 is private message again, nothing about Beachbody, but just connecting with somebody. Because You've added them because you have an interest of some sort with them. And I'll show you how to find those people, find these people. Step 5 is to invite, 6 is to follow up, 7 is to follow up. And I'll go through that again. But let me show you, because this is the question that I always had. Well, how do you find people, Amanda? And if you've watched my Instagram training, okay, yes, Thomasina, this will be recorded. So you'll see, you can watch this again. If you watch my Instagram training on Captivate, then you kind of already have seen this, but you're actually going to physically go do it now, if that makes sense. So my favorite way to find people is to go to an account that I like following and find somebody that I like that's liking and commenting on their posts. So for example, I am in love with this Living My Best Style. I don't even follow her, but I did actually, but she didn't follow me back. So when I cleaned out, it was gone. But anyways, that doesn't matter. But I go to her post and look how many likes she gets and how many comments she gets. I go to her comments. A lot of these people I already know. So, and I'll go to somebody. I'm like, oh, Best Rachel. Oh, her little profile picture looks kind of cute. Let's see who she is, what she's about. Okay. I like her. She's only got 200. These are some things that I look for. 1, how many followers do they have? If they have like over 10,000 followers, maybe it's just a block in my mind, but that's not somebody I'm going to go after, if that makes sense, that I'm not going to connect with. But sometimes I follow them anyways. But like this one, she's a nurse in training. She just had a baby. She's a tone it up girl. So she is already into fitness, which is good. Okay. So I'm going to follow her. I'm going to, oh my gosh, so cute. I'm going to like her little post about her baby. And I'm going to say, OMG, congrats. She's adorable. And I literally just choose and I will go, I don't know, not too far back, but I'll go pretty far back and like some posts. So what I do, I liked 3 posts and commented on 1. That's it. That's step 1 in the funnel. Okay. So let me now show you what I then do. I need to go, sorry, just switch back and forth to sharing things. So I'm going to go to my one-page CRM. I'm going to add a contact, and I'll get more specific about this in a second. But just like kind of watch what I do. So I put in her name and I put in her Instagram profile name, what's that called? Handle, under phone number. And I save. And then the second page is where you put your next action. I could type in like and comment to blah, blah, blah. Okay. But what's awesome is you can create your own actions. And I'll show you how to do this in a second. Okay. But I'm just kind of showing you the process here. But my next action for her would be to like and comment. I put in that it's automatically going to select in 2 days. So today's the 28th. So on the 30th, she's going to be in my list to go like and comment on her post on the 30th. What is amazing is that now I come to my list. And again, remember, I'm like a way, way, way behind and I have so much catch up to do. But this is telling me exactly what to do for who, for like everything, forever, which is amazing. Okay. And I will break that down for you guys. Let me see my chat. Danielle, I would like to see what you say to them. What are you talking about? Oh, for keto? I always say basically that if you're not actually getting into ketosis, why are you doing it? You're just doing Atkins. All right, Kelly, did I answer how do I find my people? So I do that for random accounts. So I'll go to my church, I'll go to Fabletics. You have to go to the accounts that you love following. Like Lindsay loves the Honest Company, and I'm sure many of you moms do too. So like you've got to go to places that aren't Beachbody coaches, that aren't going to just attract people that are into fitness. So these fashion bloggers have been really great for me lately because they're attracting a lot of different women. So you just have to find things that, whatever. Yeah, Margaret, I have no idea who she is. I don't know her at all. That's what Instagram, you're connecting with new people, people who may have interest in you, interests like you. She's obviously into fitness. She's a tone it up girl. Okay. She has a separate tone it up account, but I don't even care. But she just looks so cute, right? She's a complete stranger. Don't worry about it, right? Yes, this can be tracked from your phone. There's an app, which is amazing, and it's automatically synced. As soon as I put this in, it's in my phone. And it's only $12 a month, which Teamsy was 30. Okay. How is this different than Google Streak? I just never gotten it probably could be very similar to Google Streak, but I just did not, this somehow just looks very clean to me. Google Streak never felt, I tried it and it just never felt like it worked for me, but it probably could definitely work. And this could work for in a spreadsheet too. Okay. It's a website and an app. I assume it's for Androids too. Okay. Is there a trial? There is a trial. So you can do, I think it is, I forget if it was a 2-week or a 1-month trial. So I did do the trial and I was like, oh yeah, I need this. And then I'm doing the $12 a month. This list is just great. Okay. So let's review the funnel again, and then I will explain all things one-page CRM. So you've got your one person, okay? Bess. Bess here. I just added her to my list and I liked and commented on a few of her posts. Today is January 28th. On January 30th, I'm going to go like and comment again. All I'm doing is starting a relationship with her. I'm starting to build a connection. Okay? I don't know her at all. She does not know me. I'm starting to build a connection with her. So I'm liking and commenting on a few of her posts. The hope, right, is that she notices my notifications and that she follows me back. Okay. Then step 3. So on February 1st, I'll be going back to her again. I'll be liking and commenting on some of her posts again, and I will send a message. And one thing that's I've been loving to do lately is I will go to someone's post. So let me take this girl. You guys can see my phone, right? Kate, can you see my phone? Okay. So I'm going to the next girl in my list who I need to go send a message to. So first place I go, so I'm on private message 1 with this Kate, okay? So a couple things that I look for when I'm private messaging is a post that looks really interesting or a post that I can ask a question about. Or if they do stories, that's a great place to connect. If they do stories, I can go to her stories, see if there's anything that I'm like, ooh, I don't really understand this. So I think that's her. So I'm trying to find something to connect with her about. She lives in Denver, so I could just go with that, which I think I'm going to. So don't overthink it too much and just connect on something, on some level, whether it's from a story or the other thing that I love to do is on a post. So if I was to like want to ask about this photo shoot or something, I can see the little paper airplane under the post. If you click on that, you can do a series of things that maybe you did not know that you could do. You could add that to your story. If you did not know that, you can do that on anyone's post that's public. I don't think you can do it on somebody that has private posts, but you can add that to your story. But what's also cool is you can reply to it, and that sends them a private message about that post. Okay. Because I kept hearing, like, oh, just ask somebody about their post. And then I actually sent one once and I was like, oh, where's that dress from in your second post? And that sounded so weird. Like maybe they posted again 5 times before they saw my message. So that makes no sense anymore. Right. So this is sending them a message with a little picture of that photo or that post. And then you can connect directly with them about that post, if that makes sense. Because many times it's like, oh my gosh, your kid is so cute. Where is that headband from? Or whatever. If you're a mom connecting with other moms, you may be asking things like that. And now I'm marking her on my one-page CRM, which you guys can't see because you're still looking at my phone, and I'm saving. Okay, let me switch back. It's annoying going back and forth, but whatever. Okay, let me see. Yes, it would be a tax write-off. Good question. How do you find pages with real people? They're all real people. I know what you mean, but go, I mean, look at the fashion bloggers I've been finding. Go to your church page or any other church page. Go to Fabletics, go to Nike, go to Target, go to, I mean, literally anywhere, and go to the comments and likes, not the followers. Because if you go to the followers, that's where you're like ending up with random people. And you really, I mean, it does take some time. I'm still using Captivate as well. I would say I'm not doing it as much. And I'm definitely still using Cleaner because you're not always getting followed back. But what's nice is they're still on my list. So I can go refollow them again after I clean them up, and then you're going to show up for them again. So that doesn't really make a difference there. But yeah, don't overthink like where you're finding these people. I need a review on how to use those to start fresh. Go watch the videos again. The training videos. Okay, so for Bess, I was on the February 1st. What did I just share with you? Here we go. On February 1st, I liked and commented and sent her a message. On February 3rd, I'm going to do the same thing again. If she hasn't responded, I will send another message, maybe about another photo, maybe about another story, maybe about something random. And then here's where it gets a little tricky for myself. Like either, or I should say, hang on, or the conversation keeps going. Here's where I feel like it gets a little tricky for myself is the next step in the funnel is to invite no matter what. And if I haven't heard back from this person, I still feel weird. I don't want to be a complete cold inviter. However, if it is somebody, this is where the PB&J kind of comes in. If you know about the PB&J method, if it's somebody who I'm like, they would be a damn good coach, I'm just going to send that invite. And sometimes that actually comes earlier. So if it's somebody that I come across I may do that before I build a full connection with them, just because that process was working really well for me too. So it's kind of a mix of the both. And you really have to use your own like kind of intuition there and like what feels right with this person that you're connecting with. Can you like and comment on a few of their posts and send them an immediate PB&J invite? And if you don't know what a PB&J invite is, I will find one and share and send it to or share it with you in a second. But it's basically just inviting them, saying, hey, I love your vibe. Like, I am looking for women just like you to connect with me on this coaching journey. Have you ever thought of doing something like this? If not, no big deal. I hope we can still follow each other, blah, blah, blah. Okay. So sometimes that happens before step 5. And sometimes step 5 for me doesn't happen. And it just depends on the person. Okay. Whereas the training that I watched, she was like, send the invite no matter what, whether they haven't responded to you at all, ever. And I just personally don't feel fully confident and comfortable doing that. Okay. So it totally is up to you. But sometimes I do. On certain people, I will send that invite. So it just really depends on the person. Okay. But the invite, if the conversation has been going, the invite is so easy. And it goes something like this. Great. Oh my gosh, that's so awesome. Like whatever you were talking about. Hey, and by the way, I'm chatting with a few girls right now about an upcoming fitness group or however you want to call it, your virtual boot camp group that I'm leading. And you've been so nice and I've loved connecting with you. So I figured you wouldn't mind if I asked. I've got a few spots left. Would this be something you would be interested in? And actually mine sounds a little bit different. So let me find my example for you. Give me a second. Okay, so here's one that I sent and she's about to enroll. Also, I have no idea if you would be interested in something like this, but you've been so nice and I've loved connecting with you, so I have to ask. So I just have to ask. I lead/coach monthly nutrition and fitness accountability boot camps, and I'm always looking for women who would fit in my current community and clients, and I think you would love it. Is that even something you would be interested in? Okay. They can't say like, oh my God. Now, some people may come back and say, you're just trying to sell me. And they're probably somebody who takes a pill or keto coffee. But that's another story because that happened to me. But I don't care. Like, she's not my person then, right? Some people are looking for keto coffee and some people are looking for a true lifestyle change. So again, I have no idea if you would be interested in something like this, but you have been so nice and I've loved connecting with you. So I just have to ask. That is the key phrase in the invite. After you've been connecting with them, you've been liking and commenting on their posts, you've been private messaging with them, you've been connecting on another level that has nothing to do with Beachbody. They may have no idea at this point that you are a coach. They probably don't. Okay. If they do, who cares? You're inviting them now. You are a coach. And you say, I lead or I coach, I say lead/coach, monthly nutrition and fitness accountability boot camps. And I'm always looking for women who would fit in my current community and clients. And I think you would love it. Is that even something you would be interested in? And I would love it in all caps. Here's the thing, I'm worried about price range. So if you can give me some insight on that, I would be happy. And then I did not give her price right away. I said, for sure, but it really depends on your needs and goals. So tell me first, what's your current fitness and nutrition routine? What's working and what's not working? And she just said, currently lots of meat like chicken. I've been slamming water and I've been working on portioning. It's hard for me to stay away from sweets. And then I actually told her a whole lot more about my system, which I'll share with you guys, because I think this is where people get hung up in the invite, is they know how to send the invite. It's what do you say then after they say, well, I'm interested. right? Like you have to come up with something that explains what you do. Okay. For example, my system has 3 key focus areas: nutrition, fitness, and daily virtual accountability and support. First, we'll set you up with an and I'll give you guys this whole script. First, we'll set you up with an at-home fitness program that works for your schedule and level using my online streaming catalog. You'll be given 1-year access to the online catalog that has hundreds of workouts, all levels and types and frames and types and time frames. You'll work out on your own time and you'll check into our community. You'll also get an amazing simplified nutritional program, and there's 2 options. And I explain that there's a portion control option and a mindful eating option. Overall, I will help and coach you to change your habits and actually get results. How cool is that? As a community, we cheer each other on and keep each other motivated and inspired. And then the best part is you can choose to do everything above and pay it forward by helping others do the same. You would be personally mentored by me and learn the systems I've used to build a successful business. This business is made for people who are ready to make their own health a priority. So this is long, and we've been talking for a while. So I don't send this right away, but if somebody is like, well, what is it that you do? This is what we do, guys. Okay. And in the end, it says which option sounds best for you. And I'm not going to read all of it right now to you because I feel like I'm rambling, and I see a lot of comments coming in. Okay. And she said, well, client at first. So if I end up being a coach, I can know what the other end feels like. And so that's where I am at with her in that conversation. But that is like kind of the follow-ups, right? Because I did have to follow up with her because she hadn't responded. So I invited her, I gave her more information, and then step 6 and step 7 is following up. So this is every 2 days. Step 5 is after talking or connecting with somebody for 10 days. This isn't a quick cold invite, okay? You're finding them on day 1, then you're liking, commenting again on day 3, you're personally messaging on day 5, you're personally messaging again on day 7, you're liking, commenting on day 9. I'm sorry, you're inviting on day 9, you're following up with them on day 11, and you're following up with them for a second time on day 13. So this is a 2-week process with somebody. Okay, you're moving them through. Do you see how it's a funnel now? You're starting them with an adding them, and then you're connecting with them by liking, commenting, and personally messaging, and then you're inviting them, and then you're following up with them and closing them with a sale, or putting them back to step 1 or closing them out of your list. Those are kind of the 3 different ways. So once you get to step 7, if someone doesn't respond to your follow-ups, you've invited them, maybe you were having good conversation, like this has happened. We were having great conversation. Once the invite went out, ghost. And that's okay. It's totally okay. I follow up twice. And if they still don't respond, and it's somebody who I do think just needs more time, I put them back to step 1 30 days later. If it's somebody who I realize, maybe it isn't somebody who I really want to connect with, or just like after conversation, it's just not feeling right, I close them out of my list. And I'll show you that in One Page CRM. I can completely, I take them off my list essentially. That's not somebody I want to work with. Okay. A brand new coach can start at step 1 on day 1 as a coach. So let's just remember that. Anybody can start connecting with somebody on day 1 as a coach. All right, let me look at these comments, and then I'm going to go into One Page CRM a little bit. Sorry, my light is in the way. That big long thing I was reading was, I had to split it up into multiple comments, Natalie. That's the first thing that I saw, sorry. Okay. And that was a lot. Okay. But I feel like it gave a lot of really good information. So let's see. Oh, so yes, on Facebook, this looks completely different. Facebook is more personal. Friend requests, you have to accept them, right? I'm connecting with people usually that have a public Instagram profile. I'm doing all of this on Instagram. Okay. They have a public profile. They're looking to connect with people too, if they have a public profile. And if they don't have a public profile, and it's somebody who I'm like, oh, they look like maybe I'd want to connect with, I just follow them. I don't add them to my list, and I just follow them. Okay. I think a lot of these questions may have gotten answered. I'm going to use this. I got figured. Katie, this will help you figure out Instagram. Like, this is what you need. This is probably what you needed to make Instagram make sense. Because I did not understand. I didn't understand Instagram myself. Like, and I felt weird connecting with people. But what I learned was that Instagram is way more open and people are way more accepting. I mean, I have conversations with strangers all day, every day now. They're not strangers anymore. Like, people want to connect with you on Instagram. That's what it's for. Okay. Hey dude, I like you on my invites over here are like, hey dude, I like you. Want to do this shit with me? Carly. Okay, do I know you? Definitely getting stuck after the invite. So, like, what to say after they say yes, Lindsay Francis? Yeah, that's where I was always feeling like, okay. And then I ask like the consultation questions, and then it was still like, okay, great. But then this, I know it was really long, and you could shorten it down, and I'll give that to you guys. But I feel like it explains exactly what we do in a really good way. And it is kind of a lot, but it explains it, you know? And I think, you know what? I think people want that more than we think they do sometimes. Like, they don't want us asking them 100 questions. Tell me what you freaking have to offer. And I felt like that explains what we have to offer in a very good way and not in a weird salesy way, I guess. Change those words. Natalie, yes, it was all in one message. 10 days for each person, adding new people every day. It is a process. It 100% is a process. But you know what it does? It actually makes you feel like you're actually working every day. Lindsay started using it the other day because, again, we have been coaches for 5 years, and we know what to do. We do it. But at the end of the day, it is really hard to feel accomplished when you're a full-time coach. And this, finally, I feel like, okay, I did all my things today. Like, yes, I have my business activity tracker too, but this just makes it like, here's your list of people you need to talk to today. Go talk to them. Rather than like, I've got this list over here, and I've got this list over here, and I've got this list over here. And guess what else you can do in there? You can add all your customers that are in your current challenge group and put weekly check-ins for them. You can put all your coaches in there, put weekly check-ins for them. I know Teamsy had that ability too. But you can create your own actions. Send a welcome email for a new coach. Put a whole new coach like thing in there. Okay, I want to send them a welcome email, and then in 2 weeks, I want to send, for new customers, I need to send a Shakeology reminder 2 weeks after their order. You can put that in there. So it's literally creating a to-do list for you every time you come to work. If you get a message, do I know you? No. Do you do all of this from your phone with Instagram, or can you somehow have Instagram on your computer? Okay. I hate working from my phone. So I do have an application called Flume on my Mac computer. I know it is a Mac like application on my computer where I can access my Instagram messages, and I can access Instagram. Actually, you can go to Instagram.com and you can like and comment on people's posts like at Instagram.com. If you want an Instagram message from your computer, you need an application. Flume, I know, is one for Mac that I use. I think Spruha uses it too. I know there's a couple others out there as well. So depending on your type of computer, you might need to do a little research on that, but there are ways around it. Okay. But because I really hate working from my phone. I know some people love it and I just hate it. I don't ever feel like I'm working. If I'm at my computer, I feel like I'm working. No, Christina's is something completely different, Chad. And to be quite honest, we already have whatever Christina's talking about. I feel like our team already has that in place with our info sites. So I don't think you need it we already have all of my awesome info sites. And then we're just talking about cats. So let me talk about one-page CRM and give just a little like setup stuff that you might need. Again, guys, this has been a game changer for me. So first you need to know how to add a contact. So I'm just going to add Lindsay Magno. You're the last person I just saw. So I don't even know your handle. I'm just putting it in here. So when I find somebody and I've liked and commented on one of their posts, they come in here, I go to add new contact, I put their first name, their last name, and their Instagram handle. If it's a Facebook person, because there are some people that I'm still like kind of following up with or talking with on Facebook, I sometimes just put FB in there, or I put nothing. And then I know that it's a conversation that I'm having on Facebook. And then I save. And then I come and I'm selecting her next action. Now, here's where you need to know how to create your actions. Now, Lindsay, like I have it going every 2 days. Lindsay and I were discussing how, Devin, this may pertain to you. If you're batching or you want things to look a little different, or your week you can't do every 2 days, you do not have to set it up as that. You don't have to set it up that way. You can choose whatever date you want. Okay, I can choose like and comment here, but then I can come in and say, oh, I actually want to follow up with Lindsay on the 3rd. So you can pick the specific date yourself. What's cool is when you are creating these actions, is if you put it in these parentheses and put the number of days, it automatically changes the calendar to that day for you. So it's one less step for you. But I created, when you first go into one-page CRM, there's going to be some stock actions in here. You can delete all of those actions. There's a little delete button over here, and then you create your own. Okay, so I'll just, for example, I just put in like and comment 1. You don't need like and comment 1, because like and comment 1 is when you're first adding them, but I'm just using that as an example. And then it's the like bracket. You got to find it on your keyboard, but it's next to the P. Okay. And then you can put 2 days. You can put 1 day. If you want to do this every day, you can do every day, but I think every other day just gives you a little bit more time. So 2 days, and close the bracket, and it automatically turns red. You can also put first name, which I don't know why that actually was necessary to put there, because I just think it was silly. But notice how I have some other check-in things here, like send welcome email, send a follow-up message, send a second follow-up. Those are for like customers or new coaches. I have back to step 1. I have 30 days later, but everything else is 2 days. And then I save. And now that is another one of my actions here. So you create the actions yourself. Again, to get to those, to edit the actions, this is where it's like, I always forget. So you're in a person's like contact page. You go to the 3 little lines of saved actions, and then edit actions in the top right. And that's where you can edit all of your actions. I'm going to delete that one. Okay. And then you always want to click save. You can also add notes. You can add tags. So if you have all your To Be Mindset people, I can tag her To Be Mindset. I can tag her Transform 20. Which tags would then be, okay, I can go to these tags and I can look for the people that I have tagged To Be Mindset, and those are the people that will show up. Status. This is another thing that I don't want to forget to show you. So status is when you add a new contact. Are they a prospect? Or for me, it was like someone, I was marking some people as no response. Are they a new customer? Are they a current customer? Are they a new coach? Or are they a current coach? So then I can go, oh, I haven't put everyone in here yet, but oh, here are my coaches. If I want to just go see all of my coaches. Okay. Can you upload contacts? I believe you can. I have not done that, but I believe you can import contacts. For Facebook, you could use their username that is after the backslash. Yeah, you could, but usually it's just their first and last name anyway, so I don't think you need the separate like username. That's why I just didn't need to put that. I didn't feel like I needed to put it in there for Facebook. But whereas in Instagram, a lot of times your profile name's way different than or it might be different than your username or than your actual name, right? Can you set up like lists in that specific to groups? There you go. Did I answer that question, Devin? I think I did. So that's how you could either tag them or you could have their status be like a specific group. Like you can create another status, but tags would work. Kate, a system, isn't it great? Seems amazing. Yes, it does make you feel like you have an organized brain. For real. Instead of like literally, you guys, I have post-it notes like everywhere. For other things. I wish I need this for like my entire life, essentially. So, was that helpful? Does anyone want to unmute and ask a specific question? But I just think that if we all start doing this, we're all just going to feel so accomplished every day. And it's just going to feel like we're working and not just scrambling every day. And like, am I actually adding people? But you need to do it. You can't just sit here and listen to trainings and not implement. If you don't take action and you don't implement the things that you learn, nothing's going to change and you're still going to be stuck. You're still going to feel stuck. So don't be that coach that just listens to all the trainings and doesn't do anything. You guys see me changing things all the time. And some people are like, but you're always changing things. That's because I'm not afraid to implement something and let it fail. This isn't something that's failing though. Okay. I think that one of the main reasons that I've been successful over the last 5 years is because I haven't been afraid to try something new and let it fail. I've tried every freaking system out there. This though is like it feels so different. It feels just literally makes me feel like I'm working, if that makes sense. And like I said, I was trying to do 50. I'll probably drop that down a little bit myself, but I'm a full-time coach. I don't have kids. I don't have anything else. So do not try to do 50 a day if you do not think you have the time. I want you to start with 3 or 5. That literally takes maybe 5 minutes. Don't overthink it too much. Aw, good night, buddy. Don't overthink it too much. If you're overthinking somebody, they're probably not your person. If you can't like and comment on one of their posts, they're probably not one of your people. Let them go, find somebody new. Okay? Literally, so what I've been doing for the 50 people is I've been doing 10 groups of 10. Like I have reminders on my phone. So at 7 a.m., 9 a.m., 11 a.m., 1 p.m., and 2:30, I get a reminder to go add 10. And that takes about 15, 20 minutes, I'd say. And that is if I'm like that is focused. So maybe 5 people would give yourself 10 minutes to add 5 people and like and comment on their posts. And if you want to do 10, then maybe do 5 in the morning and 5 at night. But make sure they're getting added to your list. That was one thing I wanted to show really quick for those of you that don't want to invest yet in one-page CRM, but want to do something. There's this little cheat sheet, guys. This is in the team page. If in Goal Getters, it is in the file section. In Fit Warriors, it's in the units. Okay. But what you can do is create a spreadsheet. Here's how I would do it. I would have column A, be name, and then 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. My computer's like not liking me right now. Come on, there we go. Okay. And then I would put in somebody, and I contacted her on 128. And so the next day, I would need to do step 2 on 130. And then once I come to my spreadsheet and I see all these people, okay, she's on 130 as well. I need to do step 2 for her on 130. And I need to do step 2 or let's say I need to do step 3 for Lindsay on 130. I now can see all the 130s and I know the people that I need to talk to. And then after I complete them, I would then put in the date for the next step. I personally like my little one-page CRM list better, but this could work too. And you can cross like this off when you're done. There's a little strikeout. But this might kind of confuse me. That's how my brain did it. I don't know, maybe someone else's brain would do it a different way. But I'd write all the dates going across, then highlight them as I complete them. That could work too. You could set up a formula. Yeah, you could set up formulas if you want to get real fancy. Oh, I'd print it all and handwrite it all. I hate working on the computer. Oh man, you can do that too. Everyone has to figure out their own system, what works best, right? I'm just showing this system that's like, oh yeah, okay, it is a sales system. Like you can create, like there's so much more to one-page CRM than the contact management piece that we're using. So CRM is, what is it, hon? Customer relations management. From the guy who's in sales, he uses a CRM, right? So this is that's what one page, it's in one nice page, customer relations management. You're managing your relationships with your customers, prospects, potential clients, potential coaches, right? That's what this is for. Yay, Deborah, something that's making you want to work, right? Doesn't it? It just makes sense. I love it. Is one page, there is a best way to, oh, see, and use this for sales. There is a way to import. You just have to, it's probably in the settings or something. I know I saw it somewhere. I just haven't done it yet. But if you have like our spreadsheet of customers, we can import those if you want to. I would start using it for the 7-step funnel And then once you get kind of that underway, then add the other things, right? Don't take off too much and then not follow through with the actual inviting funnel that is most important. Don't get too hung up on the fun stuff and like the connecting with your customers, which is wonderful, but I'm sure you already have kind of something for that. This is hopefully will help you with actually getting a funnel of inviting together and actually make you feel like you are inviting people and that it feels natural. Okay. I will share some of the other scripts and things that I've been using, because some other things that I've been using lately is, sorry, I'm going over a little bit, and but I will finish up soon. Another thing that I've been using lately is to automatically invite somebody as a discount coach from the start, is calling it a loyalty program. And I have a little script that makes that sound really nice. I don't know if I want to, let me see if I can find it. And it doesn't, and people are like, oh yeah, why not? Why I should definitely do that. So it just says there are two options to, once they're like, yep, I'm in, right? I'm ready. And you just say, there are two options to order and they both cost the same amount. The first option is you can order with the coach/loyalty plan. That's going to cost you $160 now, but then you get 25% discount on all future products. So your Shakeology comes to about $113. Or you can order as a regular customer. You still pay $160 now, but you'll just pay full retail cost for all future products, and your Shakeology will be about $145. I recommend the loyalty plan because we're going to be working together for several months, and I want to save you the most money. Which option sounds best for you? And I think I got that from Ashley Molstead, but I think I might have shared that already in Fit Warriors. I don't know. I don't remember if I did in Goal Getters or not, but that almost always has gotten a discount coach, whether they stay as a discount coach, guys, because maybe after the first 30 days, they're like, I still can't afford Shakeology or whatever. But yes, I like that the points we have in the end. We're going to be working together for several months, so I want to save you as much money as I can. Yes. Okay. Any other questions? I will definitely share those scripts that I've been using. Oh, yeah. I think so that enforces that they should be drinking Shakeology for several months too. Yes. Okay, this was awesome. I love you guys. Let me know like when you start using this. I know Susan Brassard like watched my video. I don't know if she's on here. Like as soon as I posted it and she sent it to me, she's just using her planner, like her regular planner, and she adds somebody and she writes them in 2 days later on her planner and what steps she needs to do for them. So like do what works best for you, but I just love one page CRM because I love being on the computer and I love coming to a list that just tells me what to frickin' do. And I don't have to like overthink things. Okay. Does anybody have anything to say? Go ahead and unmute yourself. Yes, Lindsay loved that there was an app because Teamsy did not have, like you could figure it out, but it wasn't like that easy. So it's nice because you can pull it up on your app if you need to on your phone or something, or on your computer. Awesome. All right, guys. Love you. Keep inviting to Transform 20. I clarified in the new coach mentorship today kind of all the things. Hi, Taylor. I clarified all the dates because people were confused. You can get VIP access to Transform 20 until March 31st, which is silly. Like, please don't be that coach that sells somebody VIP access on March 31st because it comes available to everybody on April 1st. But you can purchase VIP access until March 31st. $20 off is through February 28th. And access to Sean's group is January 31st. So those are the kind of the cutoff dates that I think everyone was confused about. So if someone enrolls by January 31st as a coach with a challenge pack, they get into Shaun T's exclusive test group. After that, they can still enroll for VIP access. They still can get Transform 20 before April 1st. It's $20 off through February 28th. After that, they can still get it, but to be honest, I won't be selling it after February 28th because I will feel like an asshole because a month later they can get it. If they already have Beachbody on demand, they can already get it. So I just can't, like my heart can't do that. But okay, so just some clarification of those days. Oh yeah, and all you people in Chicago who are gonna have snow days, all you teachers, get this inviting funnel all set up for yourself. Get yourself ready because I hear you're gonna have some really cold weather, and all of you don't go to work on Wednesday. Don't leave your house if you don't have to, because I hear it's a regular high of -14. So good luck with that. We got a lot of snow here today, but it's still really nice and fluffy and beautiful and not super, super cold. So snow days in Michigan too. I think it's all over. The Great Lakes, you guys are all screwed. Come to the mountains where you get good snow. Yes, the PowerPoint is actually already in Goal Getters and Fit Warriors under files, I believe. Definitely in Goal Getters, it's under the file section. It's called the 7-step inviting funnel. There's a video training that I did. There's that little cheat sheet. There's the PowerPoint, and there is another training that I did on One-Page CRM and the scripts. I will do the scripts. All right, guys, let's take a picture really quick. Smile. I'm going to have to do two because we have 2 pages. So smile. Okay, keep smiling. Hang on. Okay, I will post those in Goal Getters so that you can access them and the new coach mentorship group because I know some people are from our new coach mentorship group as well. All right, thank you guys. This is awesome. Yes, we should do a ski trip team outing. Everyone come to Colorado. We'll rent a big house and ski. That would be awesome. Let's do it next winter. Okay, have a great night, guys. I need to go have some dinner. I'm starving. Love you. Bye.